Hi guys, I wanted to make this video for you so that I could walk you through your self-analysis research project. We are getting to the point in the semester where we want to start focusing on that. So I feel like the best way to explain that is to just walk through the guidelines. So from our Canvas homepage that you can see here, you can access the assignment either through syllabus or through assignments. I like to go through syllabus because that shows me the due dates of all the assignments as well. So you just scroll down to the very bottom and you'll find the self-analysis research project. That's our last one of the last assignments that we submit, and you'll see it's due Friday, May 21st. So since we have the first midterm out of the way and have a good kind of feel for the class at this point, this is where you really want to start focusing on this project, especially if you're not planning to take that second midterm. If you did well on the first midterm and you have a little bit of time, a little bit of a buffer, you should really start using that time to focus on this project. So let's click on it and see what this is all about. All right, so this is the assignment homepage. This is where you're going to submit the assignment and where you'll find all the information about the assignment. And essentially what you're doing is you're completing a self-analysis about some aspect of your own personal psychology. Hopefully by this point in the semester, you understand that psychology is the study of human behavior and you are all humans. So what you're going to be doing is selecting one aspect of your behavior or just something about you, the way you are, the way you do things, something maybe that you've experienced in your life and how that's affected you as a person, how it affects your behavior. And you're going to analyze that. You're going to tell me why you ended up this way or how these experiences influenced you or continue to influence you. What in your environment, what in your biology do you think contributes to you being the way you are in this one specific area? Okay, so the most important things to kind of take from this is about you. This is a self-analysis. So this isn't just like a random research paper on depression. This is an analysis of your own experiences, maybe dealing with depression, if you struggle with depression. So make sure you are writing about yourself. This is not about somebody else. This is not about a family member. This is not about somebody you know. This is about you. Okay, so that is the first and kind of most important aspect of this project, is that you are writing about yourself. The second thing to understand is that it is a research project, so you're going to be supporting your analysis with research. Okay, so that's the research component. You need to find articles, academic journal articles that support your analysis, that kind of agree with what you are saying. And then write a paper and create a presentation. Okay, so the paper requirement portion is listed here. I'll let you read through the details yourself as far as how many pages. The main thing to keep in mind is this is a psychology class, so your paper should be written in APA format. There is a document here that you can either download or you can view through Canvas, and I actually recommend downloading it because it is a Word document that is already formatted in APA format. If you download this document, you'll see that it's already got the running head for you. Your margins are already set. Your page numbers are there. All you really have to do is go into this document, delete everything, and start writing your paper. And you have the comfort of knowing that it's already in APA format. Before you delete everything, though, read this because this will give you all the information you need as to how to write in APA format. The main thing that you really want to pay attention to is how to cite your sources. This is usually where I see the biggest mistakes in papers is not citing your sources appropriately. So do read through this document and pay special attention to how to cite your sources, and then listing your sources at the end of your paper. One thing I want to point out is in this document, there is no page break for references. Your references page should be started on a separate page. So once your paper is finished, then go to the next page and list your references, okay? But this shows you how to list your references in APA format, and then reading through this paper should explain how to write in APA format and cite your sources. One thing I do not want you to do in terms of APA is to go to Google and look up APA format, because if you do that, it's going to give you all kinds of information that you don't need about writing a academic research article, which is the type of paper that we write when we've conducted a research experiment. You guys are not doing that. You're just writing an analysis. So you don't need an abstract, you don't need a literature review, you don't need a methods section, because you're not doing any of that. You're just writing an analysis. So please don't Google APA format, because it's just going to confuse you and bring up all kinds of stuff you don't need. Just use this document that I'm giving you as guidelines. Deadline and plagiarism, I'll let you read through that on your own. Don't plagiarize. It really does not help you in any way. Please understand that plagiarism includes copying and pasting information from the internet and putting it into your paper without citing it appropriately. And that will be picked up by the plagiarism checker. So your papers are all going to be run through a plagiarism checker that's built in to Canvas. You guys could use this plagiarism checker to check your paper before you submit it, to make sure that you have a paper that is at 75% authenticity or above. So what that means is 75% of this paper is written in your own words. The reason why I don't require 100% is because it's inevitable that you're going to find some quote or something that's just worded perfectly and you don't want to reword it, you don't want to rephrase it, because you'll lose kind of the point of the message, and that's fine. But you should not have more than 25% of your paper being quotations. So please make sure that you are checking your paper for that 75% authenticity score. Anything with a lower score will not be accepted. Okay, presentation requirements. So obviously we're not giving a presentation because we're not in a classroom, but you are still going to be expected to create a presentation. So you want to create a PowerPoint presentation, which you'll upload to this page. And then I'm just going to be grading the presentation based on what you upload, okay? Read through the requirements here to see what you're going to be graded on. You're going to be graded on content and AP format and all that good stuff. And then I've also posted a sample presentation here for you. So you can, again, download this as a document, or you can just view it in the viewfinder. And what I want to emphasize about this sample is that this is just one example of a topic. Don't think that this is the topic you have to do, okay? Don't limit yourself to this. This is just an example. If you want to use this topic, you're more than welcome to, but if it doesn't speak to you, you want to write about something else, please understand you can do that. What I want you to focus on more in this sample is the structure, okay? So you'll see that I chose, 3 personality characteristics that I feel like are the strongest, and then I decided to talk about where I think I got those personality characteristics from, and then how those personality characteristics have influenced my social development, how it influences the way I am socially and the way I developed socially. So what you're going to see in this sample is the structure and kind of the format. So I want pictures. I want it to be aesthetically pleasing. I want it to be something that's, nice to look at. But you don't have to put personal pictures. You'll see in my sample, they're all, pictures of me and my family and friends. You don't have to do that. You can include infographics, charts, graphs, any type of visual that you think gets the point across. Memes are a really great way to get a point across. I get lots of awesome memes. Whatever you feel like, kind of gets the point across and makes it aesthetically pleasing, go for it. Also make sure that your font is appropriate, that it's not too light or too dark in terms of like being able to read it. Make sure your backgrounds and your font have a good contrast. And make sure it's big enough to read. So those are the kind of aesthetics that I want to see. And then as far as the structure in terms of presentation of information, what I really want to see in your presentation and also your paper, really, you can use this as kind of a guideline for that as well, is I want to see you giving me the self-analysis and then supporting it with research. Or you can mention the research and then go into detail about how that research shows what you have experienced in your life, in your whatever area it is that you're talking about. So you'll see here, I mentioned that research shows that extroversion is highly hereditary. And then I talk about how my parents are extroverted. So I probably am extroverted because my parents are. And then I go into how extroversion can also be increased or decreased by the environment. So it's not just hereditary, it can be environmentally influenced. And then I talk about some environmental factors in my life that probably contributed to my introversion and extroversion. In being family oriented, kind of the same thing. I talk about how I come from a collectivist culture, and research shows that individuals from a collectivist culture, such as a Middle Eastern culture, tend to be very focused on family. Then I talk about my dad being Egyptian and how we were raised in a very collectivist environment. Everything was done with the family. So that's kind of what I want to see. I want to see this combination of research and self-analysis. Self-analysis supported by research. There needs to be a nice balance between the two. What I will say is focus a little bit more on the self-analysis in terms of your writing. Your research is there to support your analysis, to kind of supplement your analysis. But I do want to see you, especially in your paper, diving very deeply into that self-analysis and really giving me a good idea of why you are this way or why you developed this way or what it is that you experience in terms of this topic. Okay. And then at the very end of the presentation, you're going to see my sources. So just as they are listed in your paper, at the end of your paper, I want to see them listed at the end of your presentation. Okay. And again, in APA format. Also, as you'll see, when I do mention research in the presentation, I am citing it in APA format. I want to see you do that as well in your presentation and your papers. Okay, so that's the sample. Let's minimize that. All right. And then for uploading it, okay, so when you upload the assignment, please make sure that before you do, you're saving your PowerPoint as a PDF. Okay. If you don't know how to save a PowerPoint as a PDF file, reach out to me. I can walk you through it. It's pretty simple. Or Google it. It's pretty simple, but make sure it is a PDF file because PowerPoint files, one, take a very long time to upload, and two, take a very long time to download. So it'll take time for it to come up for me when I'm grading, and then also it takes up a lot of space in Canvas that we don't really have. So please make sure you're saving your PowerPoint as a PDF. Your Word document, please also, your paper, save that as a PDF. I think I limit it. Yeah, so I don't even allow you to upload anything but PDF files when you come to upload. Okay, so how do we upload the assignment? I'm going to jump into student view. So you're going to see what this looks like as a student. All right, so you're going to see this button that says submit assignment. Okay, so you just click on submit assignment and then you go to file upload and you choose your file. So I'm going to choose my, let's see, let's find a PDF. Okay, this is my, let's say this is my paper and I'm going to say open. And then before I submit assignment, I'm going to go to add another file. Click on that and it opens another window for you. So now I've got my paper and now I want to put up my presentation and here's my next one. That's my PDF for my presentation. And then I just click Submit Assignment, and that's it. Okay, everything that you have uploaded here or selected here will upload all together. If you make a mistake and you hit Submit Assignment before you've uploaded that second document, it's fine. You can resubmit it, or you could submit it again with just that second file. But it's just easier to submit both at the same time. Okay, and then last but not least, please start this now. The end of the semester comes really, really quickly, especially for those of you who are taking lots of classes, or maybe you're transferring and lots of stuff is happening at the end of the semester. Please, please, please don't put this off. If you're not sure what to write about, what to analyze, reach out to me. I'm very happy to bounce ideas around with you. If you want to set up a one-on-one Zoom, I'm happy to do that too, or you can contact me through email. But get started on this, because it will kind of become a bit of a burden if you don't. If you do get started on it now, I think you'll really enjoy it. A lot of students who complete this assignment come back to me and talk about how much they really enjoyed diving into their personal psychology and, trying to understand more about why they are the way they are. So please take advantage of the time that you have and make use of it. Also take advantage of me. I'm here to help with any questions that you might have. Okay, that is it. If you have any questions, reach out. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing all of your awesome analyses. All right, have a great day.